Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today I'm going to show you some of the items that I've picked up in the past couple days, week, whatever. Some I had to go see, some walked in the door. No, this is all. No, some of it had, some walked in the door. Um, you never know what you're going to get when you're running a retail store. The phone calls I get sometimes are great, sometimes you shake your head, and then other times the emails you get with people offering you stuff and the prices they want are astronomically more than retail, and you just kind of have to walk away because they don't want to hear it because they've used chat gpt or whatever to determine what something's worth. And yeah, okay, sure, we'll go with that, whatever. So first off is this sword. I bought a couple swords and some medals from veterans family, and I was surprised actually at the things he sold me. I guess the kids that he had didn't want the stuff, and you know what, okay, cool, I'm in. So I got this Japanese sword, and thanks to Mike, told me the maker. So I was able to take the handle off first, so I didn't have a repeat of a previous performance where I couldn't get the handle off. So on here, very nice blade, nicely polished, not messed up. Um, and I do have the handle with it, of course, but again, it's just a display. So is the maker, and don't ask me to read it because I can't, but, and it's got two. Having said that, I can't read it, but I did send it off to the picture of it off to someone, and they told me what it said. And I'm gonna murder this, I'm sure. I wrote it down so I didn't, but it's made by Bizen Kayamitsu, and he was a swordsmith from 1550 to 1585. So this is a really old sword blade. It's got a nice polish on it, very nice. Everything about it's nice condition. It'd be great if it had a Suba on and had nice mounts. Unfortunately, it doesn't. But you know what? That's a nice sword. So just more stuff. But I'll try and get it photoed and get it listed. But I don't know if I get to that today. I'll try. Well, you won't see this video anyways today. You'll see it tomorrow. But that's okay. One of the stupidest little things. It's a ditty bag. It's a ration bag. You're familiar with the wartime ones in tan. I've never seen a post-war one. It's Canadian. It's 1950s. Right here, there's the post-war Seabroad Arrow stamp. Manufacturer is TTL. And there's no other markings in here that I found. I know it's stupid. I know it's post-war, but you can't find them. So guys put their mess tins in here. They're supposed to be for your rations, but that's really what they use them for during the war and post-war. So kind of a neat piece, something else to get listed. This came from another family, which I have something else from them to show, but veterans beret, I believe from the Vimy pilgrimage, or not. Machine gun service, machine gun section, whichever you prefer. It's just a veterans beret in maroon. This is already sold. Someone came in and saw it and they collect the stuff, and I said, you can have it after I do the video, so I'm sure they'll be in here probably Saturday to pick it up. MGS, machine gun section, machine gun service. You can see it's just printed on there. It's not woven, but that's what they did back then for the. So nice little beret, nice piece to go in someone's collection. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you shake your head at what people sell you. So Iron Cross, first class, World War I. Beautiful piece. Why? Because of the stamping on the back. Marc Godet, 800 right there. Very nice piece. Now Godet was the premier manufacturer for royalty in World War I. So this was mine, I'm sure, at one time, but I sold it and now I've got it. You bought it at Godet. You bought a Godet. You know what? I think I need another coffee, and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, but that's okay. It's been a long day already. Daylight savings time screws me up every time. So very nice Iron Cross. That's not listed yet, but hopefully by the end of today it will be. So I go to this gentleman's house and he sells me some of his stuff, his father's stuff, his stepfather's stuff. I was kind of surprised. It was very cool. So I'm actually probably going to keep this. Well, no, I am going to keep it. I paid him more because I liked it, and because I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm going to keep this stuff. So this is kind of unusual. So I don't normally collect CDs. I don't collect CDs at all. I have a bunch, but I bought them for resale. So the guy's miniature medals. So nothing extraordinary there, you know. But then you get in. Okay, he was at UN headquarters. But then you get the CD and bar. So oh, I just noticed he's missing a bar. Okay, so standard wartime service medals. I have some information on them though, and I'm not going to show it. It's just on a piece of paper and it's small writing, anyways. I'm going to send off for his service records. But on the back, because it's a George's 6, you can see it says Captain T.W.N. McGrath. Now, this gentleman was in the West Nova Scotias and then ended up in the artillery. On July of 44, he landed in Normandy. So I have his full-size medals and his miniatures and a cap badge and some other miscellaneous items for him. What's unusual is that he was West Novas. They grabbed him out of the West Novas because they shortage of officers, sent him overseas with the artillery, ended up in the artillery in Holland and France, etc. So that's kind of nice. Standard badge in general, until you look at the back and realize that it's an officer's badge, marked J.R. Gaunt on the back. Montreal, of course. Very nice piece. You don't find them that often. It's not the most incredibly rare badge to get, but it was cool because, hey, it's his. It came all together. There's other stuff with it, as I said, but I didn't show it. So I'm going to send off for his service file, and because he's long past, so hopefully they'll not redact it too much on me, and unlike the Epstein files. And I'll be able to put some information with this. Supposedly, well, no, I'm not supposedly. He was with the 3rd Medium RCA, and which landed, as I said, in July 44. I do have some unit pictures when they're in England with 25 pounders, and there's a really cool picture of a helmet decal for, you can see on the shoulder title, you can see a 3rd Medium RCA, and then you can see, I wish I had the helmet, but the helmet's in there, and it's got the decal on the side, 173rd. Very cool, but unfortunately, I didn't get the helmet. They didn't have it. I would love to have had that, but whatever. Nothing credible for in general. So it's post-war. I get that. Horse artillery, right? Canadian Horse Artillery, RCHA. This is a Shabrack, which is a horse blanket. So 1st Regiment, 3rd Regiment. I think 3rd is disbanded now, if I remember correctly, because I think it's only 1 and 2 horse. I think 2 is in Pet and 1 is in Shiloh, off the top of my head. So not something you find every day. I know it's post-war, but it's not common. Something different to get listed. It's all good. I purchased this off him also. So more stuff, right? Last but not least is this grouping. So again, I am actually going to keep this, believe it or not. Starting with the least exciting part. So the interesting part about this is that it has a merit medal, which supposedly is rare for a Legion. I honestly don't know. I'm not a member of the Legion. So he's got his 60 years service, past president for merit. So these are his Legion medals, obviously, which were worn on the other side. Fine, nothing tremendous there, but I'll put it off to the side. Then you have his dog tags and service medals. So his name is Lieutenant W. Simcock. And that, I'll put that there, is that I have his post-war officer's service book and his wartime soldier service book, because he didn't start as an officer. And in there, 1st Field Regiment, Royal Canadian Horse Artillery, Canadian Army Service Force, active service force, and that's dated 1940. Find the right pages on here. And there you go. And he's got a P number, which is Permanent Army, pre-war. 1st Field Regiment, Simcock William. He's from Halifax. Sorry, he was born in Halifax. I can't read upside down today. Yeah, Halifax, England. So he's from Halifax, so it's up north. And previous service, enlisted in Kingston, etc. So what's nice about this is that, so it says he's in A Battery of the 1st Field Regiment. in 1939, in September 3rd, 1939. And then he's with the 1st Field Regiment, RCHA, B Battery, in 42. So um, this is nice because you get the pay book, right? So, sorry, soldier service book. Then you get into his full-size medals, and they've been plated. That's what guys did. They didn't want to polish them, so they plated them. Fine, whatever. I'm not going to worry about that. He stayed in and ended up in Vietnam as part of the small unit of that. I can't even speak today. Like I said, I need a coffee. The small unit of the ICSC, is it, if I remember correctly? What is it now? ICSC. Yeah, I think that's what ICSC. Anyways, it's named. For that, it says Major Simcock. So that's neat, right? You get this. You don't find many Canadians. I've had 2 of these. Most of them by themselves, never in a group. This one's in a group, so that's cool. And then he's got 3 bars to his CD. So he's got 12 years of uncaught crime, and then he's got another 30 years on top of that. So he obviously stayed in a long time. I did not, again, I'm going to send off for his service files, and I'll keep that. Under the Canada bar here will be his name. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but this has been mounted so that it will not come apart, which is fine, and not swing while you're marching up and down the parade square with a banana trying to protect yourself on a Monty Python skit. So if you pop that little thread there, you'll see that on the back there's his name. It'll say Simcock, which I have not done, but I'm sure it does. I bought it right from the family. Why would it be any different? But more importantly, there's a name medal here and then another one, so I can actually prove whose it is. Very cool. Not something you find every day. Not to a Canadian at least. So, and then you got his miniature medals, and then the dog starts barking. So, I didn't even look in this actually. Soldier service book. Actually, this is just his pay book, telling you what bank he used and how much he was paid and so on. That's really all it is, but it's an officer's one, so it's not that. It's a record of service, but in this case, he swapped it out for pay. So, is that any? Maybe I'm wrong about that. No, he just has his pay book in there. Okay, here. He's from Yorkshire. So, well, still he's born in Halifax. I lied. RCA. So, this is very cool. Everything you wanted to know. There you go. Tells you where he started, where he ended. RCHA. This is, and obviously his promotions along the way: acting bombardier, acting lance bombardier. Sorry, lance sergeant, acting sergeant, second lieutenant, acting captain. So, and it tells you everywhere he went. So this is pretty cool actually to get stuff like that. Again, I'm going to send off for his service records so that I can put it with it, because it's not something normally I like. The stuff I collect for myself is not this. I'll buy gallantry or whatever, but you know what? This is somebody who's been there, done that, and I paid more for it, both of them, because I liked them and because it was right from the family. So to me, it has more of a value. So I just liked it, so I bought it. Whatever, it's all good. It's just more stuff, right? So that's it for today. Thanks for looking. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out my website, militaryantiquestoronto.com. It's always cheaper on the website. Don't buy it on eBay, though people still don't listen and they still buy it on eBay. But whatever. You know what? You can lead a horse to water, supposedly, but you can't make it drink. Thanks for looking. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye.